staying updated without information overload. We live in the most informed time in human history, and somehow, we've never felt more behind. Every single morning, the world just resets. New headlines, new trends, new tools, new crises, new opinions. You wake up, and before your feet even touch the floor, your mind is already crowded. Because somewhere along the way, staying informed quietly became consuming everything. And now, the modern fear isn't ignorance, it's missing out. Missing the update, the opportunity, the shift, the future. But here's the quiet truth that nobody tells you. You don't need more information. You need better filtration. Our brains were never designed to process a global fire hose of data. For most of history, what you needed to know was local, slow, and scarce. Today, the entire planet's knowledge arrives in your pocket every minute. And without even realizing it, we try to carry it all. Articles we'll never use, news that doesn't affect us, trends that are completely irrelevant to our path, opinions that change absolutely nothing. We confuse exposure with awareness, and awareness with progress. But information alone has never made anyone wiser. Only applied information does. The people who stay truly updated don't consume more. They consume selectively. Because staying updated isn't about knowing everything. It's about knowing what matters for you. There are 3 quiet shifts that separate truly informed people from the overwhelmed. First, from breadth to relevance. Most people track the entire world. Focused people track their domain. If you're building in tech, you don't need every single economic forecast. If you're a designer, you don't need to read every AI research paper. If you're a creator, you don't need every productivity hack. Relevance is clarity. The more irrelevant input you remove, the sharper your understanding becomes. Second, from constant to scheduled. We check for updates like it's a nervous reflex. But honestly, nothing meaningful changes every hour, or even every day. The calmest, most informed people don't monitor the world continuously. They visit it. They do weekly reviews. They read curated newsletters from trusted sources. They have intentional sessions for learning. They batch knowledge the way professionals batch work, because interruption destroys depth, and depth is where true understanding lives. And the third shift, from accumulation to integration. Most people just collect information. Very few actually convert it. You read, you scroll, you save, bookmark, like screenshot, and then you move on. But information only becomes valuable when it changes something. Your decisions, your strategy, your thinking, your direction. The most updated mind isn't the fullest one, it's the one that connects the dots. So the real question isn't, how do I keep up with everything? It's, what deserves to keep up with me? Because your attention is the most limited resource you own. And every single input you allow competes with your future. So here's a quieter way to stay updated without drowning. Choose a few signal sources over endless noise streams. A handful of great thinkers, a few key publications, 1 or 2 communities, maybe a weekly digest. Go for depth over volume. Then, create space after you consume. Pause, reflect, take a note on what matters, and discard what doesn't. Because insight arrives in the silence, not in the scroll. The irony of our era is that we have infinite access to knowledge, but clarity still requires restraint. And that restraint is now a competitive advantage. The people who thrive in this fast-moving world aren't those who chase every update. They're the ones who filter ruthlessly and focus deeply. You don't need to know everything to stay relevant. You don't need to read everything to stay informed. You don't need to follow everything to stay ahead. You only need to know what changes your path and let the rest just pass you by. Because staying updated was never about speed, it was always about direction. In a world that never stops talking, wisdom belongs to those who choose what not to hear. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you find a little more clarity. If it did, a like and subscribe would be amazing. See you in the next one.